Excellent company here. You can defer on social media. But now, on this first portion of the show, we're going to start with our media interviewers. And our first question comes from Julie King. She's the publisher and managing editor of Canada One, which is the largest free resource online for small business. Julie, your first question to the panelists.
Okay, let's start with the real basics. You've done some fabulously large campaigns. Where are the really simple, practical things, though, that people need to look after, especially businesses, in order to actually start using the social media in their organizations?
I think starting at the beginning is a good place to start. I mean, I think the reality of the initial steps that organizations take into social media has to start with understanding the spaces that we're going into, that we are fundamentally, social environments are about building relationships, and those relationships take time, and those relationships require resources to manage and to understand and exist on a time frame that typically inside organizations we're not familiar with. We think in marketing campaigns that might be 4 or 6 weeks, not in the concept of the lifetime value of a relationship to an organization. And so starting with the understanding and the reality of why are we going? What are we trying? Why are we trying to engage? What does the community want from us? If these are community-driven communications and conversations, it can't start from what do I need to say. Broadcast messaging is still important. It still has a role in the communications cloverleaf that we live in. But what do they need from me, and what do I have to offer is a new question I think small businesses need to start with.
Thank you, Mike. Minister?
Yeah, when I used to be the Minister for Small Business, I think one of the challenges that I heard very often from the small businesses were that they don't have the resources that the large corporations had actually to get to the people, to tell them exactly what they sell. So I think the social media has made their life, from my point of view, very, very easy. Like what we did in Service Ontario, which is our business from, if you want to call it a business, to tell people exactly what services we provide. And we do it on Twitter. And then we get feedback from them saying what things we are doing right and what things we are doing wrong, so that we can improve as we move along. So these are very expensive resources which I think the small businesses can use, and can use effectively to actually get an edge over their competitors.
Thank you, Minister.